when I woke up in the hospital, when I looked, my right side was not working fine, and that's when I see it was a very big injury, because I get hit in the head and everything worked. To see that me being paralyzed on the right side will push everything for me.
Last September, New Haven goalie James Hilaire ran out to cover an attempt by Merrimack's Robbie Sabadoz. It was a play Hilaire had made many other times. This time, however, he failed to make the save. Instead, at the precise second Hilaire bent over to pick up the ball, Sabadoz connected, not with the ball, but with the side of Hilaire's jaw.
Well, when it happened, it was just really overwhelming at first, and I knew right away that it was serious. And I remember being helped off the field and just sitting there by myself, just praying that he'd get up and he'd be okay.
But despite immediate medical attention, Hilaire wasn't okay. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors told the New Haven staff to expect the worst. He was then sent on a life flight to Boston Medical Center and was placed in a medically induced coma. While in the coma, doctors operated on his broken jaw. Complications, including a blood clot, slowed his recuperation, but the Haitian native eventually surprised his well-wishers, making a quicker than expected recovery.
I mean, I almost lost my life. Not only that, I had the head injury, I had a blood clot too, so that I had to tell you, it was something very big about it. So it did change me a little bit. It just changed me a lot, actually. It changed me a lot.
Although Hilaire still has some paralysis as a result of the injury, he hasn't been the only one fighting to completely recover. The freak accident, which was no one's fault, has left a lasting impression on Sabadoz as well.
Everybody was telling me I had to try and get it out of my head or get it out of my mind, but it was really difficult to do that. I know it just didn't feel the same playing after that, and my coach also noticed I wasn't as confident as well.
Throughout his recovery, Hilaire received emails, prayers, and letters from around the world. When he heard the difficulties Sabadoz was having, he decided to help. So he invited him to dinner in an attempt to bring resolution to them both.
I'm gonna bring him the tape so he can see it himself. I don't know if he have a copy of it so he can see it, because he's taking the injury really hard too. He's taking it really hard. I'm gonna bring him the tape, and I'm gonna tell him, don't worry, you didn't fall me. It was an accident. It could have happened to anybody.
The reunion was staged at O'Connor's restaurant, owned by Brendan O'Connor, a friend of Merrimack coach Tony Martone. The players, coaches, and other staff members watched as these two unlikely friends embraced.
How you doing, man?
Breaking the tension of the moment, Coach Martone joked that rather than playing against each other, maybe Hilaire would consider transferring to Merrimack, provided he had remaining eligibility. As the laughter died down, Hilaire reached for a gift he had brought Sabadoz.
I was thinking, I don't know if you want to see it.
Yeah, I asked Coach if he wanted to make me a comment, so I definitely would like to see it.
If you see it, to be honest with you, if you didn't know that I was injured, you would never know that something happened because of what happened. You thought that I make a save. You never know that I was injured.
In the end, the shared trauma, physical for one, emotional for the other, has brought both programs and student athletes closer.
I'm so happy to meet you, man.
Actually, Tony, if you want to focus on
happy to meet you, man. So happy to meet you, man.
Before leaving for the evening, Hilaire and Sabadoz exchanged cell phone numbers, just in case they needed each other in the future.